Hey everybody, I'm Erk.
And I'm Ash.
And we are ForeverAFK.
And here we are with some more Kerbal Space Program. Alright, so here we are at the Kerbal Space Center, and we're actually, usually I go into the vertical assembly building and launch flights from there, but you can also go to this launch pad here. It has a cool little interface that comes up.
Oh wow, oh look at that, you got a new flag for us.
Yes, we have a ForeverAFK flag.
I never saw that, that's really cool.
I set that up so that when we do land on the moon, if we land on the moon, which we will, we can plant a flag, don't let me forget that, get a soil sample, return with some science, and be able to do some more research. So let's see, which rocket here? It is the, here we go, the Loon Trisaurus Mark 1.
Jeez. Got a long enough name?
Well, it's a whole system. We're going to rename it, give it a specific name.
Like Kevin?
Like Kevin. Yeah.
It's called the Kevin?
I was going to just call it the Looney one or something like that.
I don't know, man. I like Kevin more.
The Kevin.
Make it more personal.
All right, we'll talk about it when it's on the launch pad. When we actually make it. Because this is basically just the design for it. It's not, because you can make 10,000 of these Loon Trisauruses, but they're not particularly...
They're not our Kevin.
Exactly. They're not our Kevin. Okay, so who do we want to bring up there? Like,
let's just get somebody random that we never even have tried. Oh, Alzer.
Alzer? He's courageous and very stupid.
Let's go for it.
Alzer. All right, Alzer, we're gonna send you to the moon.
You will hopefully be the first lucky person to land on the moon.
Wow. Yeah. So this is you can change the flag right here, but. We're going to keep that one, obviously. That one's cool.
That one's a cool flag. I like that.
All right, so let's go to the launch pad. Yeah, look at this.
That's Kevin?
Yes, well, so let's rename it. We'll call it the...
Come on, the Kevin.
Well, it's got to be the Kerbal spaceship. KSS Kevin.
Yes. Yes.
And technically it's a lander. We're going to go... we're gonna go shoot this up. This incredibly huge.
That does not look safe.
It is perfectly safe.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have some faith in you for once.
Let's put it this way: as far as rockets go, it's perfectly safe.
Okay.
So we're gonna shoot this. We're gonna go into orbit around Kerbin first, then we're gonna shoot over to the moon, and then we're gonna have basically just this part up here with the 3 other like outside rockets. That's the lander portion. It's gonna land. We're gonna put Alzer on the moon, collect some soil, put down a flag, and then fly back with this middle section here.
Successfully.
Yes.
We're going to succeed.
We're going to succeed.
Kevin!
Kevin! No, we lost Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh, that's
you are our first. We love you so much. Goodbye, you beautiful creature. Mommy and Daddy love you so much.
Oh my goodness!
Oh god, that was a brutal end. That was a brutal end.
That is such a shame. I think really it was a math mistake. Somebody thought pounds was a mass and converted it wrong. That sort of thing happens all the time. So
I just think Mommy didn't take good care of little Kevin. Kevin died.
Recovery of a vessel that survived a flight. I'm not sure I earned that one, but it did give me 0 science.
Yeah, that makes sense. At least it's accurate.
All right, so let's try that again, but get the staging right.
It's like it looks like a fucking amusement park ride. Like right after it runs, it shakes a bit.
You need some suspension in there. It needs to have some.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
If it's totally rigid, it becomes.
It also needs
brittle.
like 2 carnies standing on the side, making sure that kids don't fall off it.
Stop talking. Look. The best Kerbin scientists have been working on this rocket for like 10 minutes.
I would not call you the best Kerbin scientist.
Okay, they spent at least like a half an hour last weekend. They were drinking some beers and they put this together. So
yeah, I can tell they were drinking some beers. Oh man.
All right, so in honor of the first Kevin, we're going to name this the KSS Kevin 2. Even at this point, it should be more like the KSS Kevin 7. For fuck's sake.
My baby boy.
All right, anyway, but it's the KSS Kevin 2 because it's going to be I don't know.
Hopefully it'll successfully
launch. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, Alzer in the KSS Kevin 2 to the moon. Can we get a countdown?
4, 3, 2, 1, launch. I forgot what came after 3 there for a second.
It's always harder doing it backwards than it is forward. You learn it going forwards, and you know. All right, so we're in orbit here, and we actually only had to do it once. Surprisingly, totally thought we were gonna have to do it more than once, but we didn't. We did it the first time. Yay! Look, Altair's super excited to go to the moon, which is over there.
Success.
Which is over where? There.
Oh man, we're gonna have to catch it around, right? We're gonna have to go around the planet.
Yes, we're gonna have to Kesha it.
I didn't say Kesha.
All right, this is how I like to do it. I like to have the orbit go a little too far, you know, and then not that much too far, maybe like that too far, and then I just kind of find
the sweet spot.
Find the sweet spot. See that, and then we get as close as we can. So our periapsis is already going to be 87,000 meters instead of something enormous. And that's the burn I want to do. All right, so we're getting ready to do our burn to the moon, our lunar burn. I don't know. Whatever the technical term is. When do we have to do it?
We're getting a mooner.
13 seconds. Wow, that is a really short burn. Can you imagine we had to burn for over a minute to get into orbit around Kerbin, and we only have to burn for 26 seconds to go to the moon?
That's science.
That's cray.
That's science,
That's
bro.
cray. Okay, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Here we go.
The day begins.
Now we just play the waiting game, right?
Yep. Now we float around in space until we get to that rock.
that flying rock.
That
in space.
Well, it's not technically flying. I mean.
Oh, okay. Come on, man. Come on.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys at the moon. All right. So here we are in the moon's influence of gravity of influence, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Basically, we're flying around the moon at this point. Of course, now we have to slow down, or we'll just fly out of the moon's gravitational pull again, which is not what we want. We want to land on the moon and collect some soil.
Oh, and plant a flag.
Can't
forget those.
See, what would I do without you? I would overheat my engines. I would not plant flags.
Not have any fun.
Gingers do have more fun. I'm just kidding. You're not a ginger.
I'm not really. I always tell people I'm more of like a day walker. I'm not really a ginger.
Oh, goodness me. All right, so we're going to do all this boring orbital stuff, and we'll get back to you when we're actually orbiting the moon. Okay, so here we are, and we're in orbit around the moon. Actually, I think I managed to do it so that we will actually land on the bright side of the moon.
Wow, look at that.
By sheer coincidence, actually sheer skill. By sheer skill and planning and science.
Oh, okay.
We will land, maybe, on the bright side of the moon. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward here until we get to that point. Until we start really our descent to the moon. Because right now we're just in orbit, and as soon as we get lower, we're gonna descend and land on it. Let's begin our descent. So here we are. We can see oh, look at that. This is a good place to try to land. So I'm gonna go ahead and start our retrograde burn and try to bring this orbit to 0. All right, I think that's good enough. So now we're just gonna free fall down right next to that crater. That'd be great. Which crater is that? I'm trying to eyeball it here. Big crater with like 2 other craters.
Oh, the one on the right looks like yeah, there you go. If you put it like that, it makes more sense.
Oh, I see. It's like...
Yeah, it's like that.
This. Cool. So we're going to land right about there. Well, hopefully we'll land.
So what's your plan on successfully landing?
My plan?
Yeah, how are we going to do it?
We are basically falling now, so we're going to use the boosters. Let me put the landing gear down so I don't forget that later. So we're going to put the landing gear down. Basically, we're going to float down now. I'm just going to maintain a reasonable speed so that we don't... I mean, if we just fell to the moon now, we'd crash into it. So,
right, and we can't use a parachute.
Yes, there's no atmosphere. So basically, we're gliding down now. I'm going to turn on these rockets to slow our descent, and then we're going to land, on the surface, hopefully. Nice and gently.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh, dear. Also, it looks like my fuel's about to run out, but don't worry. I do have this last stage here, which will actually help us in the descent and
Get us
return us home to Kerbin.
Don't you want to slow down a little bit? You're kind of...
Yes, but I mean, we're also very, very, very high still.
Oh, okay.
So...
I do have to say, I really like the landing gear setup you have.
Yeah, I like it.
It looks very stable.
For some reason, these legs didn't seem to be very strong, and if I only used 3 of them, it would just sink down onto the engines.
Oh, that's weird.
So I had to go and use some more.
Using, what is that, 9?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep, 1 on each. All right, so... I want to get away from that crater a little bit. I don't want to get stuck in it. That makes sense?
Why is that?
Because they're not very flat. And it's very difficult to land on a not flat surface. You know, ideally, we want to, you know, land on something that's as smooth as possible. So the crater is not a very good surface. It's not ideal. Let's put it that way. I mean, we could probably do it, but I'd much rather land there.
I think we'll be good.
Oh, look at that. I'm just going to keep our speed around that. Don't let it get too high, like in the 200 range. So have some lateral speed here I want to get rid of. The only way to do that is to actually tilt more this way. Got to kind of push the what's it called, the prograde vector towards what you want it, because anytime you try to accelerate with rockets, this prograde vector moves away from where you're pointing.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense, because
Yeah.
it's the opposite direction you're traveling. So if you want to get it to the top, you have to go like kind of push it, like sheep herd it. All right, I'm actually going to stage and turn that 4th rocket on, just so that we don't run out of fuel at a very critical moment.
Yeah, that would be really bad.
All right. Oh, it looks pretty hilly here too.
We're just going to have to make the best of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with it, really. I'm
It's all
actually
up to Elzer. And you, of course. Baby steps. Come on.
nice and easy, nice and easy. I want to get an idea of how high we are. There's our shadow. And it's amazing how little thrust you need around the moon. Just to do anything, really.
Tease it.
Three. Oh, this is good. Kill the engines. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
It is very unlevel here. Wow. Congrats, Elzer, for successfully landing on the moon. Wow. All right.
This is great.
Whew, that was some tense moments there.
I know.
Man, I got a little sweat on my brow.
I just was like, I should not say anything because I do not want to mess Ash up on doing this.
Well, we did
man.
it. Of course. Now, I think this is maybe a flaw in the research patterns, but we don't have a ladder yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, ladder?
However, I think that we can actually jump rocket pack up because it's the moon and there's less gravity. So we're going to send... Let's do a quick save first, actually, just in case I fall off the moon or something like that.
Quick saves are our friend.
Exactly. And then we're going to send Elzer on EVA. Actually, let's do a crew report before I forget, just before we get out. We're going to turn the SAS off, actually, because I'm draining battery for no reason. 20 science, just for taking a crew report on a vessel that is on the moon. How fantastic is that? All right, let me try. Can I turn my RCS on here? Or is he going to fall? These are going to be the first steps on the moon here, and they're
the
not going to
first
be...
fall on the moon.
They're not going to be pretty. Oh! Oh,
Hey!
yay!
Oh.
Careful there. That foot is a little creepy. All right.
Hey, moonwalking.
We are moonwalking. What happened to my... Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at these... Oh.
Nice.
Oh, this is actually very scary. Look at him. Look at that.
Beautiful.
All right.
So are we gonna do our soil sample and our flag
Yes,
planting?
we're gonna do that. We're gonna put the flag right here. We're gonna plant a flag. Plant that flag. Hooray! Oh, it's backwards.
No, you gotta turn it the other way.
Oh wait. Oh, did I not name it now? Oh, are you serious?
You can't plant it anymore?
I can't replant it. There we go.
There we go. I was gonna say, please don't.
All right, let's do this again. Take two. Take two.
We can just doctor in the photos in the video.
Oh, it's too dark to see. Anyway, all right. So this is the first moon landing. Actually, it is a moon in the game.
R.I.P. Kevin.
What's his name?
Mommy and Daddy love you.
Let's just say the KSS Kevin 2 piloted by what was his name? Alzer Kerman. Piloted by Alzer Kerman. Beautiful. So now we have a little plaque that you can read. Look at that.
That's so cool.
That is cool, isn't it? Oh man, we're having so much fun.
Yo, let's take that soil sample before we.
All right, you want to do it here? You want to do it here?
I say we just do it because we're gonna forget, and then we're gonna get halfway back. We're gonna be like,
Okay. So let's take that.
Wow.
Whoa. Melted byproducts here. Some appear to be formed by instant pressures and heat. Look at that. Well, we are in a crater, and I wonder if that has anything to do with it because we landed in this giant crater. See how it's darker here too?
Yeah.
Perhaps because, you know, a meteor or something struck that long ago. That's the kind of science we've collected. Cool.
That was 120 science, dude.
120 science. So,
damn.
Let's go ahead and.
Can we do any more reports while we're just chilling on the moon?
No, I think that's it. I mean, we could have brought more gear, science gear.
Oh, we didn't bring any goo.
No, we didn't do that. I didn't want to worry about the weight, but here we are.
That's fine. Yeah, no, we made it. That was the important part.
So, well, that's,
I was hoping you would trip and then
but
break the flag.
the flag is backwards. Oh well.
No, we just can't see the other side.
Yeah, it's too dark. But all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We're going to bring Alzer back in the next episode. So we'll see you guys then.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.